At Soviet ports, 85 ships are prepared for departure. Together, they will transport 60 ballistic missiles, jet aircraft, and more than 40,000 men to an unknown destination. As part of the deception plan, some soldiers are issued Arctic clothing. Even the ship captains have no idea where they are headed.
Before we sailed, we were given 3 sealed packets numbered 1, 2, and 3. On the first was written, "To be opened after leaving the territorial waters of the Soviet Union."
As the ships pass through the Bosphorus Straits in Turkey, the second envelope is opened. It contains the order to steam beyond the Straits of Gibraltar and into the Atlantic Ocean.
In the third packet was the order to go on to Havana, Cuba, and everything became clear.
Clear but not easy. Temperatures below decks reach 110 to 115 degrees.
The situation was very difficult. There was not enough water. There were no bathrooms. We had to use buckets. But the worst part was the heat. We were almost dying from the heat and the stuffiness, but it was forbidden for us to go out on deck. There was a guard. They only opened the hatch at night, so men could go out on deck and get fresh air.
As the ships approach Caribbean waters, they are closely observed by American aircraft. The Americans have reason to be suspicious. Throughout 1961 and 62, the United States military has been developing contingency plans for a full-scale U.S. invasion of Cuba. Its codename, Opland 316. Flying as low as 200 feet, American Navy aircraft photograph the ship's mysterious cargo.
When we were 2 or 3 days from Cuba, we noticed the American reconnaissance aircraft above us. On the last day of our trip, an American helicopter was hovering above us, almost touching our mast.
The photographs from the Navy patrols are rushed to Washington, D.C. The film is received by an elite team of photo analysts at the secretive National Photographic Interpretation Center, or NPIC. Dino Brugioni was a lead analyst on the NPIC team.
During 1962, there was just one ship after another carrying supplies to Cuba, and we were looking at each one of them. When the Russian freighters came out of the Bosphorus, they were photographed in the Bosphorus. They were photographed again from our units in Sicily and Gibraltar. So we had all this photography coming in.
While Brugione and his colleagues cannot see the ship's cargo, they can make conclusions based on what is visible. The photographs show crates on the decks of the ships.
We had a good knowledge of the crates that the Soviets packed their aircraft in because we had been watching Egypt and Syria and others who were receiving Soviet aid. We could precisely measure the crate. In a sense, we would make like a little box and then see what would fit in them.